Hello, this is William Berg from Miami University, and the title of this presentation is Information for Anticipatory Neuromotor Control in Catching Under Load Uncertainty. And my co-author is Michael Hughes, and again, we are from Miami University in Oxford, Ohio. So in anticipatory control in catching, which is the focus of our presentation, the CNS makes use of information about the object size, weight, and motion. An estimation of object weight is based in large part on previous experience. When information about object weight is lacking, however, it's still possible to catch objects of an unknown weight. Catching under conditions of load uncertainty cannot rely entirely on compensatory processes, as these require the detection and integration of feedback and are too slow to reliably produce a successful catch. Therefore, anticipatory control remains vital when catching objects of an unknown weight. And the purpose of our study was to reveal how the central nervous system copes in this particular context. So on what information referent do catchers base their anticipatory neuromotor control when catching balls of an unknown weight, and how do catchers use this functional information referent? For instance, do catchers base their anticipatory muscle activation on the maximum possible weight, the average weight, or perhaps the minimum possible weight? Our experiment used 36 participants divided into two groups of 18. One group used a large range of ball weights, and the other group caught a smaller range of ball weights. All participants caught visually identical balls of 4 different weights dropped from 0.75 meters. They did 40 trials, half with knowledge of ball weight and half without, and the EMG integrals were computed for the ball flight period. The ball weights that each group, both men and women, caught are indicated here on the slide, and the key is that the anticipatory EMG integrals in the unknown ball weight condition were normalized to the EMG integrals for the minimum, average, and maximum possible ball weights in the known weight condition. So the experiment assumed that participants would base anticipatory muscle activation in the unknown ball weight condition on the same information referent regardless of group assignment. So regardless of whether they had a large range of balls or a small range of ball weights, we assumed that they would base their anticipatory muscle activation on the same information. Therefore, any difference in the normalized EMGs between the two groups would suggest that the specific referent tested, such as the minimum possible ball weight, was not used to scale anticipatory muscle activation under the condition of load uncertainty, etc. The results of our experiment are indicated in this slide. In Table 1, you have the normalized anticipatory EMG integrals. So this compares Group L and Group S on the normalized integral. And I've highlighted the p-values when you compare those groups under the 3 possible information reference: the maximum weight, the minimum weight, or the average weight. And you can see that if you look at the gray is the anticipatory integrals under load uncertainty normalized to the maximum possible ball weight under load knowledge. They did not differ between groups L and S, and this was true for all muscles plus the all muscle average. So if you look at the gray, you'll notice that groups L and S did not differ on those on that particular measure. While they did differ when we normalized values to the minimum possible ball weight and the average ball weight. We can conclude that participants used information about the maximum possible ball weight as the functional referent for scaling anticipatory muscle activation when catching balls of an unknown weight. And participants used information about maximum ball weight to generate anticipatory muscle activation, amounting to about 92 to 94% of that used to catch the heaviest ball when the ball weight was known. So even though participants used the maximum ball weight as the functional referent, they did not simply prepare for the heaviest ball. Rather, participants used knowledge of the maximum ball weight to scale anticipatory activation to a sub-maximal level. Thank you.